Good evening, I'm Vincent Makori. This is Africa 54. Tonight, we begin with the devastating earthquake in Nepal. International rescue crews and relief agencies are beginning to arrive in Nepal's capital, Kathmandu, 2 days after a massive quake rattled the country and the region, killing more than 3,600 people and injuring several thousand others. Voice of America's Steve Hammond is one of those journalists trying to get to Kathmandu. Because of the congestion caused by a number of military planes attempting to land at Kathmandu's airport, his plane could not land and was rerouted to Kolkata for refueling. Disaster response teams from various countries, including China and the United States, have deployed to the area to help search, rescue and recovery efforts.
Bringing search capability, digging capability, the ability to get people who are entombed in rubble, extricated from the rubble.
Residents of Kathmandu sought refuge outside overnight, fearful of further aftershocks after a massive 7.8 magnitude quake Saturday that struck 80 kilometers northwest of Kathmandu, destroying large parts of the capital's historic center.
I've been here for the past 3 years now. There is no arrangement whatsoever. Last night, there was rain. We were all getting drenched, including the children. We called authorities for help, and they kept saying, "We are coming in half an hour," but nobody came.
At least 180 people were reported dead when the city's iconic Darahara Tower, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, collapsed. Hospitals in Kathmandu area have been overwhelmed with many injured residents.
There are a lot of patients who have got devastating injuries, including head, scalping, de-scalping, as well as the amputations, whole of the limb amputations. The devastating injuries, including chest, bad disabled chest injuries.
Communication systems from rural areas have been knocked out by the earthquake. The death and injury tolls are expected to rise when word comes in from those areas.
It's unbelievably difficult. At the best of times, these villages are very hard to access. They are dirt roads that are only four-wheel drive accessible. They are used to multiple landslides each year, any of which can shut down a road straight away and leave a village completely isolated. These villages are literally perched on the sides of mountains and cliff faces.
To the east of Kathmandu, avalanches shook Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth, killing at least 18 climbers and burying entire base camps. Scores of people are also killed in India, while Bangladesh, Bhutan and elsewhere along the remote Nepal-Chinese border region report additional casualties. Saturday's earthquake was the strongest in 81 years in Nepal, when an even mightier jolt in 1934 killed more than 10,000 people. Well, as rescue and aid workers struggle to cope with the aftermath of the earthquake, the United Nations Children's Fund says at least 1 million children are in need of emergency assistance. Hundreds of thousands of Nepalese are sleeping out in tents or in the open. UNICEF also says its relief workers are watching for waterborne and infectious diseases. A spokesperson says badly needed aid is on the way.
We are preparing 2 cargo flights with 120 tons, mostly of medical equipment for hospitals and also medicines. So one flight is supposed to leave soon, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, from Copenhagen, and the second flight will leave from Dubai. Yes, in the coming days, but as soon as possible.
Well, UNICEF says in emergency situations like the Nepal earthquake, lots of surgery will be required for adults and children who become maimed under the rubble of destroyed buildings.